As we pointed out earlier in this series, the Exodus serves as a type throughout the Scriptures. The Exodus will be repeated at the Apocalypse, with the events and symbolic structure being similar. Now, we have discussed the overall aspects of the Exodus typology as it will unfold in the coming Apocalypse. We have also recounted and explained several of the major events of the Exodus and Apocalypse, including the dragon combat, the new song, and many of the plagues. But this is just the start. There are many more commonalities to the two events. We begin with a more thorough review of the plagues. The biblical account records a series of 10 plagues visited upon Egypt, forcing Pharaoh to release the Israelites from bondage. These same plagues are recounted in Revelation and elsewhere as they fall in judgment upon the world. There were more plagues, meaning physical catastrophes, during the Exodus than the 10 normally accounted for in the scriptural account. Numbering the plagues as 10 follows a sacred and symbolic formula like unto the 10 Commandments. Both plagues and commandments of the Exodus far exceeded 10. In like manner, the book of Revelation follows a sacred numerology in counting the number of plagues. In this case, there are 7 plagues, not 10. 7, as we have discussed previously, signifies perfection and completion. The 7 plagues of the Apocalypse constitute the fullness of the wrath of God. The first of the 7 plagues is a noisome and grievous sore upon men. This is equivalent to the boils and murrain of the Exodus. The second and third plagues are turning the seasoned rivers into blood, the equivalent to the first plague of the Exodus. The fourth plague will be fire from heaven. Fire was mingled with hail in the 7th plague of the Exodus. The 5th plague of the Apocalypse was like the 9th plague of the Exodus, darkness throughout the land. The 6th plague mentions 2 plagues in one. The first of the 2 calamities is the drying up of the great river Euphrates, and the second is the coming forth of unclean spirits like frogs. Both of these are planetary archetypes and not physical plagues, per se, though they do have physical consequences. We will address the meaning of the plagues at a later time. For now, the plague of evil spirits like frogs is at least symbolically related to the 2nd plague of the Exodus. The 7th and last plague is a catch-all calamity, with thunders, lightnings, and a great earthquake. Though none of these are specifically mentioned within the 10 plagues, the great earthquake is likely related to the 10th plague, the killing of the firstborn.